Welcome to PSI. Congratulations on passing your written examination. The proctor for this session will read the instructions, keep time for each section, and can only answer general questions that do not direct or instruct you in any way concerning this examination. The raters are responsible for observing and rating your skills performance and are not allowed to converse with candidates except to provide a general salutation. Once the examination begins, you may place all of your supplies in your assigned workstation. You may not observe the work of other candidates. Please do not speak to or assist other candidates during the examination. While you may use the restroom during the examination, please keep in mind that the time will not continue to elapse and any instructions you missed will not be repeated. Only one candidate at a time may leave, so please return as quickly as possible. Does anyone have any questions about the instructions I have just read to you? The first section is pre-examination setup and disinfection. You have 10 minutes to unpack your general supplies and prepare your work area. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. You may begin.
All right, at this point, we're gonna go directly into our kit, and we are going to open up the kit and find our pre-examination setup bag. When you go into your kit, your goal is just to open it enough to get your bag out. We have been told it's okay to set your bag on the table for this portion because you have not yet sanitized. I'm going to close up my bag and then go into my pre-examination setup bag. At this point, I'm going to be looking for my trash bag and tape because I cannot throw away my paper towel until I have a trash bag present. So I'm going to open up my bag. I'm going to find my trash bag and my tape. At this point, I'm going to close up my bag because I want to keep it sanitary. You should not be keeping your bags open during your test. At this point, we're just going to open our bag. We're going to do our best not to do big puffs. We're just opening it up. When I look at my tape, I've already made a flap, so it's easy for me to go ahead and rip open the tape without having to hunt for the end of the tape. At this point, I'm going to take a strip. And I just need to get one on there, just to hold it. At this point, I can take my time hunting for the tape because I have 10 minutes to complete this section, okay? So you do not need to rush through this section. If you have your tape dispenser set up correctly, you will not have to do this. But if you need something to slow you down, I highly suggest just having your tape not ready for yourself. Okay, that will make you slow down. I am going to do 3 strips and then 1 going across those 3 strips just to make sure that it holds for the entirety of the exam because I want to make sure that it does not fall. Okay, at this point, I'm done with my tape. I'm gonna stick it in my bag. Now that I have my trash bag set up and I've disposed of my tape, I'm going to go back into my kit and grab my EPA and my paper towels. My goal here is not to go in and out of the bag. It is to come out of the bag, set down my EPA, and close my section bag. If you would like to get bags that have the zipper on them, that will make your life a lot easier, but if not, it's okay. Stuff like this, you do not have to fret about because you have time. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get my paper towel ready, and I'm going to spray my section. I'm making sure that I have every part of my section. I'm gonna hold that, and I'm going to wipe everywhere I sprayed. I'm not going to set down my paper towels until I have finished wiping. I'm going over every section that has spray on it. and I'm throwing it away. At this point, I'm gonna set my paper towel and my EPA down. I will be going back into my bag, but not setting it on the table because I just sanitized. I'm going to grab my Lisa and my Germex. Try not to be loud, but your Lisa does not have a plastic part. I'm going to dispose of the trash bag, get Germex, sanitize my hands, and make sure that my proctor sees me sanitize my hands. So I am not sanitizing like this. I am having it a little bit higher, making a little bit bigger of motions without making too big of motions. At this point, I would be done with my section and I would raise my hand to signify to the proctor that I am done with my section.